with their best. Our Baton Rouge police officers and East Baton Rouge sheriff's officers ran into gunfire and risked their lives in the process of saving countless others. Overall, we saw the very best of our law enforcement officers, first responders, and emergency personnel. Within minutes, the full presence of our local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies descended on the Mall of Louisiana, quickly securing the scene and escorting people to safety. Almost immediately, law enforcement officials were able to begin identifying the suspects using security, camera footage, and other investigative tools. Within hours, multiple suspects were identified, apprehended, and brought in for questioning.
Okay, so that was 10 people shot?
Today,
Damn.
we continue to pray for the victims and their families. I have reached out to several of the victims and families to offer my prayers and condolences. This morning, members of my staff spoke with officials of the Capital Area Human Services, which is working to coordinate mental health services among local partners to provide counseling and other mental health support for those who are affected by this tragedy. Also last night, I spoke to Mayor President Monique Boulay of Lafayette to express my sorrow for the young citizens of her city being victims of this senseless crime. I want to take this moment to reassure our citizens that we are working with officials of the Mall of Louisiana to dedicate the necessary resources to fully protect the patrons of the mall. We cannot let this incident take away from one of the most valuable assets of our community, and we'll do what is necessary to protect it. Events like this remind us of why it is so important to have a strong law enforcement presence. For too many years, our police department was underfunded, understaffed, and underappreciated. Just this week, the Metro Council approved the largest pay raise in the history of the Baton Rouge Police Department, which will now make them the highest paid in the state and allows us to grow BRPD's ranks. It is also important that we invest in our community efforts. My Office of Violence Prevention is working with data-driven approaches that work in cities around the country to reduce violence through education